Hello everyone, and welcome back to our jungle expedition high up in the mountains of South America, where we are doing our best to lead a small research team to study the extremely rare royal red-eye tree frog, which can only be found in some of the golden temples located high up in the mountains. And we are doing our best to release the emergency llamas so that we can try to make this expedition somewhat of a financially successful venture, because we're in a little bit of a pickle. I think we're finally like, oh nope, there we go, we're back in the pickle. We were finally not in the pickle, and then we went up into the pickle. But I think now that we have actually added in our llamas, things will start changing. I unfortunately wasn't able to attract as much attention from our guest as I wanted when it comes to admiring the royal red-eye tree frogs. Surely, as their education about the frogs goes up, they will understand the wonders that they are able to witness here and appreciate them better. But our guests do seem pretty interested in the llamas, so hopefully they'll start donating, hint hint guest, donating enough that we will be able to keep the research we're doing here on our expedition functional. Alright, guest facilities. Let's go ahead and we want money, money, money. Yes, donate please. If you like the llamas, we do need some money in exchange so that we can feed them whatever it is that they would like to eat. And also so we can continue our red-eye tree frog research, please. Oh yay, somebody donated. Thank you, person. Thank you very much. And we actually have some research done on the llamas now, so we can try to continue to make them happy. But I think we actually have everything that our llamas want in life right now. Let me double check. Oh, they want a little bit more enrichment, but otherwise, Kelly, named after Kelly, who left a really sweet comment in our previous videos, and lead llama Key are quite content with their new space. They were in much too small of an area before, but we actually managed to drastically increase their space by building an emergency fence and giving them all of the area up against the temple barricade. Kiara had offspring! This is not a drill! Oh my gosh, Kiara had offspring! We might have hope yet, you guys! Is there a golden frog? Is there a golden frog amongst Kiara's children? We need to find out. Any of the frogs that are not Royal Frog Addison and Royal Frog Edicio and Royal Frog Kiara, who are the only two red-eye tree frogs we're allowed to start this challenge with, let's go ahead and research them. As you guys know from the previous episode, this is a challenge that we're doing. We have two golden ones! Also not a drill! We have two golden red-eye tree frogs! A male and female golden red-eye tree frog! Yes! Okay, thank goodness. We might actually have a shot at being able to pull this off. Let's sell the not golden ones. A male and female gold red-eye tree frog means that we can start a new breeding area for them, which makes me very happy. And the more golden tree frogs we have, the better off we'll be. Okay, so the challenge is that we have to have these golden tree frog, or these golden red-eye tree frogs in order to add new animals into our zoo. We would have to release one in a quick trade and go on an expedition into the jungle to find one of the animals that we want to find to add in to this area. Or we could keep these two red-eye tree frogs and use one of the 4 habitats we're allowed to build around their temple. And again, check out the previous episode for a quick rundown of the rules. And I think we're going to actually make a special lily pad pond area this direction, so we can breed even more red-eye tree frogs. So one of the 4 habitats that we'll use up will be just about red-eye tree frogs, which I think is a good idea. Or maybe we should put it over here so that the llamas could still have a big area. And then we could do like a cool cave thing for somebody else over there. I think that's what we'll do. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna have the second of the 4 exhibits we're allowed. Oh, are you guys mating? I actually don't mind the llamas so far. They haven't spat at me yet, so I'm happy with that. But we're actually going to put in another small exhibit, and we'll do it in the South American style now, because the whole point is to research the red-eye tree frogs, right? And now that we have a golden pair, that makes me very excited. Where can I put you, huh? Right over here? That's interesting that I can't... What if I put it over here? I think I could put it over here. I think that it's just this place is so small. It's really hard to work with. Let's see if I can scooch some of the terrain back a little. There we go. We'll kind of push this back just a teensy bit. We'll have to rearrange the mountain range a few times to be able to like get everything we want working. Alright, and let's get down a small exhibit that's going to cost a lot of money. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Actually, if it's going to cost 3,000 to do that, should I just get a second temple of the frogs up and going immediately? I kind of want to. Just get a second temple set back here so that we can go ahead and have 4 more exhibits somewhere on this side. Oh, and the llamas are about to mate! Oh, that's exciting. You know what? We're gonna do it. I'm not gonna mess around too much with making sure, like, we get lots and lots of golden frogs. We'll have to cut some of the llamas area off, but then we'll have more spots that we can add in more exhibits. I like it. Alright, we're gonna put that down. That's gonna be kind of tricky to work with, but we can do this. We're going to go ahead and put down some pathing that actually connects up to the exhibit. Because as we learned, otherwise the guest will just completely ignore this, unfortunately. There we go. And then let's see if we can connect this. Go up and go down. Okay, that's connected. Alright, that should be good for being able to get the red-eye tree frogs over in this area. Okay, so this is the first time I've tried to do a challenge quite like what I described in the first episode, where we can only build a certain number of habitats as long as we have the money. Yay, we researched more about the llamas already. Wonderful. As long as we have the money to like add them in, and as long as we breed from just those 2 frogs, enough of the golden frogs to keep us going. Oh, I probably shouldn't have sold their offspring, because it just occurred to me, oh wait a second, if I sell their offspring and like some of them die, we'd be in big trouble because we're only allowed to have like those 2 original frogs. Huh. Alright, don't want to fail that challenge. Let me go ahead and remove the null barrier over here. And let's set the time so that we can actually see what's going on. And because we have expanded to another temple, we can actually go ahead and remove some of these ruins and allow people to carry on. There we go. Walking this direction. So they could get to the other red-eye tree frog spot. There we go. The other golden temple. Alright, well we're actually expanding faster there than I thought we would, because I didn't expect to end up with more red-eye tree frog babies so fast. Very excited that we did though, because that is going to make things so much easier for us in a lot of ways. I should have known that it would probably work out okay. Alright, let's get these down. There. Now, this is a brand new temple, so I'm going to need to pull up our Patreon list. And let me randomize that real quick. Michael! There we go. Temple Michael of the Golden Frog. There. Alright. Ooh, and more. What the heck? Our vet is just like, I got this. I know what llamas are. She is just going so quick on that. Alright, well hopefully we won't regret now having another area that will be able to have people come and visit the red-eyed tree frogs. We can add in more habitats over there. Now I'm kind of content to go ahead and save their babies for the sake of being able to go on expeditions and find new animals. So that's going to be really fun. All right, let's carry on with seeing what we can do about taking care of our llamas and seeing what we can do about convincing people to donate more to this zoo so that we actually have more things happening. All right, llamas, how you guys doing? They want a little bit of food enrichment and a little bit of toy enrichment. And is Kelly pregnant? Kelly is not pregnant just yet. All right. Well, we'll focus on the llamas and getting people educated about the llamas because there is actually an amazing new way with the update to look over education. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Guest education. So this is how you can find out how much education your guests are really experiencing and what they're most educated about. We really need to get a lot more going on in here. Education research complete, 48%. Vets doing advanced research, 0. Alright, we'll get there. But let's make our llamas happy now that we know a little bit more about what they like. So, enrichment items. They want a little bit more food. A hanging grazer. Over by where people could see them would be really fun, I think. And then they want some more toys. Ooh, a rubbing pillar would be fun. Because I think that would probably be good for them. Ooh, or some herb scent markers, which will bring them up to the front of their habitat area. There we go. That'll probably be good. What do you guys think about that, huh? Totally happy! Alright, I'm actually getting behind llamas. I think that they're nicer than I thought. Oh gosh, look at him relax. And I think that they're not nearly as fussy as I thought they would be. Also, llamas, to try to get more people like to come and visit them and to donate to them, llamas happen to be confident in their relationship with humans. Oh, can guests enter habitat? No. Phooey! I wanted the guests to be able to enter the habitat. That was the next thing I was going to do, was try to make a guest path into the llama exhibit. But apparently that is not just going to be allowed. Not the case. I think we could probably make like a little guest area back here where they could come and stand on the back of this cliff and look at the llamas. That could be kind of fun so that they could get a much better view of them. Let's see if we can do something like that. Make a little block path that we can start over here. Turn. Okay, hey. And then we want to turn it and go up. And then how much further, like into a cliff? Right over here would be nice, just to make this cliff kind of even. Alright, let's try doing that. We'll pause really quickly so we can actually remove this barrier. Just for a moment, just temporarily. So that we can smooth out this terrain. Whoops, that is not smoothing out the terrain. Maybe a little more smooth. And then that makes kind of a cool overhang, actually. That it'd almost be fun to like have guests be able to go under there. We're gonna have to get really creative with like shaping the mountains. Because it is hard to work with this huge mountain. This might be kind of cool to like have a place where the guests could like relax and have a picnic with the llamas, of course! Alright, I'm totally on that. That seems really cool. And then the path. Is it on the ground enough over here? I think so. Let's smooth this spot out. Nice! Llama picnic! Who doesn't want to have a nice picnic with the llamas? There we go. That'll do, that'll do. And then we can have people come right up to the edge like so. And have a nice little picnic with the llamas! I love it! And now we can actually expand where the llamas can go if we need to as well. So that they'll have more of an area. I think we can make this cliffside just really sharp so that the llamas won't escape without having to do the fence. Let's do flat top. And then I think we can just kind of put the fence like right over here. Nice! Alright, and then down we go. Yeah, I don't think that they should be able to get up to the terrain enough to be able to step right over that. And we'll kind of smooth this out just in case. And then just smooth. Yeah, I think that's too steep for them to be able to just wiggle right out of. So people will be able to walk up there and see what the llamas are up to. I like it. And we can put down some really nice moss rocks right along here. I'm gonna have to get our moss rocks out because I love the moss rocks. There we go. Yeah, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. So that people can walk up this spot and see llamas. We'll give them something to drink when they come over here as well. And that'll make people come up to hang out with the llamas. Alright, and we also need to give them some education because the education is one of the most important parts of this whole process and will allow the guests to actually learn a lot that will make them feel like donating. So let's come back over and we're actually going to add in curved sections to the glass really quickly. Here we are. Curve this. Curve that. Yes, why not? Alright. Let's see. Short piece there. And then we want a nice curved piece of glass. Connecting up there so that people can see the llamas. That's a really funky way of connecting all of that. There we go. Much nicer. I like it. That's a spit shield so that they can't just spit on you. Thank you very much. Alright, and then we'll add in a little education station so that we can start teaching people. Let's see. Viewing devices and speakers, cameras and screens. We want people to really feel like they can learn a lot about llamas. This is actually a pretty nice education board. Do we have access to any others that I like as much? Info signboard. That one's kind of built on wood, which is pretty nice. Tiger den. Decorative information sign. I mean, this one's kind of nice too, because it sort of summarizes the llama situation pretty simply. There we go. Let's get llama. You guys need to know what this is all about. It's about a llama. And we'll get up into the education speaker. Llama. And we'll have people, there we go. Now the inspector will learn a little bit about the llama. We have some overlap, so let's fix that. All the little details! All the little details that you have to start pulling together to encourage people. Yay! I think we just like maxed out what we know about llamas. There! Alright, now frog biologist Yulini can focus on her frogs like she's supposed to. And I think we're just barely starting to get our monies up so that we'll be able to sustain this place. Alright. Good, good, good. Nobody is basically coming back here to these frogs. Eventually that will happen. And eventually we can make it so that like all of the paths and everything looks correct. I want to go on an expedition and get another new animal because I think we need to have at least one more new animal to drive in more people to come here and encourage them to join our expedition and see what we're up to. So for emergency llamas, you are everything I dreamed you could be, and I love you. They want a little bit more short grass. I can totally fix that for them. There they go. We will make their area really nice. Ooh, and we'll start using some of the really cool temple walls. We'll start putting temple walls down so people can look through the temple walls at the llamas instead of looking through I love it. I love it. People will go ahead and just like look through here for llamas. Let's see. Let's do this little section over here. Can I grab all of this? And then exit group. Fun! Okay, we totally can do this. We can totally just make it there. Nice! Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so exciting too. And just in general, make it a nicer area for the llamas. Okay, let's grab all of these. Thank you very much. All of the ruined pieces, scooch them down just a teensy bit. And we can actually make that barrier null barrier. Not that one, not that one. That one's still supposed to be glass. And the llamas won't get out, but people can feel like they could just reach through and see the llamas. Kelly's expecting offspring now! Yay! Good job, Kelly! I'm so excited. Oh, this is gonna be so fun, building with like temple ruin pieces. Making areas that people can like peer in and see what the llamas are up to. I can't wait to see the llama baby. And we're just barely making a little bit of a profit. Wonderful! Alright, I'm hopeful about how the future of this expedition will go. I had no idea we were going to depend so heavily, so early on being rescued by llamas. Alright, let's see if I have small American ruins. Yeah, we'll want to come in and probably get more of the wall from right over there and put it down behind our llamas. Okay. Yeah, like a chunk of this wall would be fine. Oh my gosh. This wall is really meticulously put together. Can I select like just how cool is that? I actually love that idea. The llama's just like living amongst the ruins. I can take this wall apart at some point and we'll use that. We need people to feel encouraged to come and check out the other frogs. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. This is actually turning out really cool. Alright, and I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to grabbing different parts of the ruin wall. There we go. And throwing it down. So we want to find wall. I guess it would be in the South American pack. Let's see what we've got. Nice. Oh, excellent! Oh, this is perfect! Then I can just carry the wall over. Nice! Look at how easy it is to make your own ruins, you guys! I thought that would be a lot harder, but it was actually super easy just to grab a section and be like, boom! Now you're this really cool wall that people can look through and find llamas. Excellent! Alright! Oh, and people are like going, "Aw," about the llamas. That's excellent. I want them to be excited about our llamas. Okay. I'm actually getting excited about the llamas, and like, y'all have a lot of an idea of how much I struggle with llamas, so I'm pretty tickled that even I am beginning to be like, "Oh, the llamas, aren't they awesome?" Oh, that's so cool! Boom! Okay, now I'm getting really pumped and excited about this. We're gonna build like, instead of having a whole bunch of mini exhibits, we should make it look like it's a whole bunch of different rooms in the ruins that will just stretch all over this mountain. I love that idea! Llamas, you have given me such insight to awesomeness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they're gonna have a baby soon, which is very exciting. Speaking of babies, any more frogs so we can go on an expedition? How you feeling, Kiara? Feeling up to it? I don't think she's up to it just yet, but we're getting there. Alright. Let's see. Oh, and let's add in another education station for the llamas over here. I'm very excited to continue working with the new information about guest education to figure out how we can really get people excited about the different animals that we'll have on this expedition. And the animals that we have on this expedition will start being more random pretty soon, because as soon as those tree frogs give us a few babies, we are going to be able to go launch some expeditions and start adding in some unexpected additions to our zoo. So I'm pretty excited about that. Because right now we still only have 2 habitats, and we can totally have more than that in the future. But alright guys, llamas are amazing! And I can't wait just to make this whole sprawling place a bunch of rooms inside of different ruins. That's going to be really cool. It might make it really easy to expand and shrink down modularly as well. We might even make a path where people can get through on this side. Oh, clever, clever. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me and our wonderful llamas. They have already, so far, because they haven't spit at me, I'm impressed with them. As soon as they spit, I'm probably going to have like a horrible flashback to my 10th birthday party all over again. But if you guys could, do please leave a like for our wonderful expedition llamas who are so far helping us to more or less save this entire experience. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.